Summer's been great. Played the main event, that didn't go well. Played a couple side events, those didn't go well either. Can always turn it around in the last minute. In terms of preparation for these tournaments, it's always the same. You'll realize at some point this is going to be tough and it's not going to be like a 1500. It's just that you're facing tougher opponents, which means that you have to be more focused and more aware to not give anything away. Field looks great, we're almost at 60 players. Confident we're going to get more than 100. Yeah, and that would just be amazing. So far we're halfway through day one. There was one big hand I played against Eric Seidel where I opened the button with 9-8 of diamonds. He 3-bets me from the small blind. I call. Flop comes Jack-Jack-7, 2 spades. I don't have any spades, I don't have the backdoor flusher either. He bets a quarter of the pot. I decide that I still call with my gut shot. Turn comes a 7, he checks. At this point I decide that my 9-8 kind of gotta go for it as a bluff here. I decide to bet 125 into 120, he calls. River's another 7, it's actually a very interesting card. Because now if he does hero call me with a hand such as ace high, he would only be getting back half the pot because there's a full house on board. So that kind of makes my bluff a little bit better already because otherwise I'm just praying for him to fold a split pot. He checks, I'm all in for the size of the pot. Luckily, I did not run into aces or a jack and he folded, so that was a good pot to pick up. You kind of get used to the feeling of bluffing it off. I think the one time I got nervous was the first half an hour of the big one, the 1 million. Actually, that was a little bit strange. I was just thinking, oh my God, this is $1 million buy-in, but as crazy as it sounds, now 100,000 is just poker. Right, we're on to day 2 of the 100K. Unfortunately, last night, everything just went kind of badly. I'm already on my second bullet. I had a lot of chips going in, but yeah, things just didn't go my way. I think I've played fine so far. There were a lot of interesting hands, and I think I made the right decision. I already did get my first double up. My friend Nikita raised from early position. I stuck it in for my last 300K, and I beat his queen 10, so I got back up to over starting stack. That was a while ago though, so now I've kind of lost a little bit back, so now we're back to the all-in stage, unfortunately. The structure is kind of fast at 40 minutes. Easy for me to spin up a stack now, so if I get 2 doubles, I'll have 2 million. No reason to panic, you know, but it's time to get lucky now. I guess I finally made it into the money in something. Suddenly at 9 million I was approaching chip lead, and it's how it goes in tournament poker. A couple more hands that don't bust you and suddenly you're at the final table. There's 6 players left currently and I'm right around the middle, right around the average stack. Daniel is very short going in here, only has 15 blinds. So most likely we're going to look to get rid of Daniel first and then we're going to play some real poker. It's going to be quite snug early on until he's out. And yeah, then afterwards it's time to go for the win because everyone's fairly close in stacks. Bad result in the end.
Yeah.
When you're in for 2, I don't even know how much I cashed for, to be honest. 450?
450.
Okay. Now someone needs to win. I didn't win. I won 450K, so yeah, you gotta be happy. Obviously, being a bit more, human, results-oriented and emotional about the whole thing. No good. No, when you're playing for that much money, the bracelet is obviously secondary. It would have been nice to win, but for me, mostly it's also the competition. It's to beat other players at the game, these are all people I've played with for years, and to beat them and to make good plays against them, to me, is even more important than all the money or the bracelet. It's just a game that I like to play, and I like to win at the game, and I like to make good decisions. And then when I make good decisions, I hopefully get to play it for a long time, and that means I win the bracelet eventually. I mean, overall, you got to be happy when you cash a tournament. When you're in for 200K and you do end up making a profit, that's all right. No complaints there.